yes.
You don't have enough.
He always gets excited for fresh hay. Welcome to April in Manitoba, and welcome to the 10-acre woods. My name's Mark, my wife Tara, and we are going to get out of this miserable weather. We had a blizzard last weekend, and torrential rain downpour this week. So yesterday, what had happened was we had a phone call, and 3 lambs were found on the side of the highway up in the central Manitoba Interlake region. So got the call, the guy asked if we do take in lambs, and I said, yeah, bring him down. Wasn't sure how far away he was, but apparently he drove a ways. So here's that video from yesterday.
Okay, we're gonna go that way. Look, we're gonna go that way.
So what happens when you get that?
We rehome them as pets. So we'll raise them up, and if we can get them.
Yeah.
I think we might have
We'll go that way. Open the door. Come on, kids.
I thought you closed that door.
Come on, kids. Yeah. You want them that way? Yeah. Blackie, how's the eye? The eye's getting better, isn't it? Good to see. So, Blackie had a case of, or has a case of pink eye. Extremely contagious to their own kind. And you can see there on her, on her left eye, the right side, there's a little dot there. It was completely clouded over. And we have been putting polysporin pink eye. As per our vet, they suggested that we use the pink eye. So she's looking good. And here are the little ones. Hi, kids. How are you doing? You looking for food? I'm gonna let the alpaca in, and they're gonna come and eat their food. Now there are some injuries here. You can see the left, or the right leg on the left side of that one in the back. Then you can see the back leg on his left side, our right side. And then this one also has what seems like a sprain. So the one in the back there also has a sprain. So they're all injured to a point. We were going to maybe cast them and vet wrap them, but it looks like they have some, they're swollen, and they've probably been broken for a while and maybe calcified, so they may need to be rebroken. We are going to call the vet on this one and have the vet come out and do a check on these 3. We have contacted the Facebook groups and postings from the area that these 3 were found. So there has been a few responses of people who will take them, but we haven't heard anything back as to a previous owner or somebody who may know more about these. So getting over to the kids, we have Snow, and we have, what is it, Ross? Ross is the gray one. And Spice. I have to remember all these names.
Snow and Spice. You gotta go in groups.
Yeah, well, yeah, Snow and Spice.
Ross and Joey.
Ross and Joey's over there.
Now we pulled little Giz.
Yeah, we pulled little Giz, which was the runt, so Coco's third. So wasn't putting on weight, was staying pretty small. Hi, what are you doing? These kids have been bouncing around. So Giz is in the house with the other 2, so we'll check on her a little bit later. And then of course in the back, get into our makeshift sheep pen. They're not too bad as long as you move slowly. Hi. Yeah. So then in the back here we have Mabel and Myrtle, I think.
Mabel.
Myrtle? Is it Myrtle? Mabel and Myrtle. And Chandler and Moana. Oh, that was pretty good. I didn't think I would get all of them. Not too bad. Looks like the alpaca are in. Snuck up behind me. I guess Tara let them in. And the lambs are very curious as to the alpaca feed. So when the guy had called us, he said 15 pounds each. Now, so 15 pounds, you know, when lambs are born, they can be born really anywhere from 8 to 13, 14 pounds. So we were thinking they were fairly young. They were bottle babies, but as you can see, they are eating hay. So they're not bottle babies. They're at an age, we figure, probably around 6, 7 weeks old. So they are, oh no, what happened? Who did that? Shanzi? So we figure about 6, 7 weeks old. They haven't been fixed. So we're going to also look at doing that. They are eating well, they are drinking well. It's just they have had some issues with their legs. Now, it's hard to say what has gone on there. The guy who dropped them off is from that area. They also have had tags. So there are some holes in the ears. So 2 of them have holes in each of the ears, and one of them doesn't. So that's 4 tags on 2 sheep, or 2 lambs. Now, they don't just fall out easily. So we think they have probably been cut off. Could they have been picked up from somewhere? The tags cut off, and in doing so, catching them, the legs were injured, or were the legs injured and they were left? We're not quite sure how it went. We just know that they were tagged at one point, so they were livestock animals from a sheep breeder. But how did they get to the ditch? How did they break their legs? So we're not quite sure. So one of them looks broken, pretty much for sure. That was a flash. Yeah. Lightning and thunder. So 2 of them look like they're maybe sprained, but we'll find out tomorrow once the vet comes. How are the kids? Good. So what we're also going to do is we did treat these guys with diatomaceous earth. We dusted them, but we have found a couple live lice still. And that may have been one of the contributing factors to Giz. Giz is the runt, wasn't getting milk. Coco's done well before with triplets, but you know, one of them's probably gonna suffer a little bit. So, you know, a couple bugs gnawing on the kids, and being the runt and just having everything against her, we figured, well, okay, we got to bring her in because she is she's weak. Who's first? Who's first? Oh, Snow is first. That's Snow. Yes. All right, so we're going to use what's called Vetalice, just to make sure. We have seen a few eggs. So
these little ones are gonna get very little. Like, I think it's 0.25 of an ml.
Yeah, base of the neck, and then
The back, the
base
butt.
of the kid
Okay,
on the
that's
back
good.
end. Okay, 1. Then we have
Joey.
Joey. Right, Joey's the one that I needed help with. Joey.
Normally lice will come between the head and the ears here, that's why we do the neck. in the armpits and the armpits back here. So this will all take care of those. They'll die, and if they have any lice, it'll die within 24 hours.
Yeah, and checking them, you check right around the ears.
You can see little...
and you'll see little white dots that are stuck to the hair.
Yeah. I haven't seen, this is the only one we've seen them on. Which means Coco had them, so...
Oh! 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 So now I'm forgetting
Spice.
this. Hey?
Spice.
Spice, right.
Okay.
So many names. Okay, Spice. Yes, Spice wants her mama.
Spice is done.
His mama. Her mama. Ross.
Chandler.
No,
Ross.
Ross. Ah! See how hard it is? It's not just me. And Ross is Coco's. Joey is Coco's.
Yeah.
And the other two are Petunias. And this
so
one's
if you ever see it on one,
this one's
Ross
a boy.
Is done. Yeah.
For Ross, yeah.
If you see it on one, treat them all.
So that's it for the kids. So now the mamas.
So with the moms, like for the kids, I did 0.25 of an ml. For the moms, I'm going to do 1 in 3 spots. So they'll actually get a total of 3 mLs. Right? They know what's going on here. Them too. It's easier instead of me fighting with you.
Yeah. Come here, Petunia. Yeah, okay, got her.
You can't do it with a camera, can you?
I did it. All right.
So 1 at the neck. Oops, I kind of slid that backwards.
Okay, reload.
Now, 1 at the bum. Last year, Blackie, Petunia, and was there 2 of them or 3 of them that lost their hair?
Yes.
Due to this, to be honest, we had a discussion. We'd prefer them lose hair than have lice.
Yeah.
Because lice can affect their health. Loss of hair, not really. Coco.
She's nimble.
They know.
It's like they should know by now that we're not hurting them, right?
They know something's up.
So we don't dehorn our goats.
No,
and could you imagine trying to catch without these nice handles here?
We had a message yesterday about debudding.
Yeah.
And no, but they were getting stuck in the fence posts. If they're getting stuck in the fence, tie a either your pool noodles. You can stick pool noodles on there, because as soon as they learn they can't do it, then they won't do it anymore.
Well, and that's the problem with chain link fence. So we've had chain link fence back years ago. We've now switched to electric fence. We have never really had an issue with our goats. They are the smaller breed of goats. We find that some of the larger breeds are more susceptible to that. But these guys, we've never had any issues. They use these horns to scratch. They use them to. I better go over to where Tara's going. They use the horns to radiate heat. So while they're hot during the summer, they're little heat sinks.
They regulate their heat. I know you gotta sneak.
Hi, little one. Gotcha. All right, so they're fine once you hold them. The more they're held, the better they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see some little dots here at the base of the ear. Yeah. Yeah.
You can use a cloth too. Wet a cloth with it and wipe them down.
Okay, who's next?
So I'm gonna walk into you.
Mabel and Myrtle.
Is it Myrtle?
Ah,
Oh. I'll cry about it.
Yeah. And this is Chandler. Chandler.
We're using a product called Lice, in case I didn't mention that.
Yeah, so the one time we used it last year, we had some hair loss. But that could have been a one-off, we're not sure. This is the stuff that they use. We've also watched actually some other, oh, did you get both? You did.
Yeah.
I think you guys watch, or a lot of you guys do watch Sandy Brock, which is another Canadian YouTuber down in Southern Ontario. And she's a sheep farmer. Now, she also uses, I believe it's this Lice as well when she's running them through her...
You got a baby coming on you.
Oh, I do too. When she's running them through after shearing, and she has had wool loss on her sheep. So we kind of put two and two together and thought, is it because of this product?
And it was only 2 out of the 11 goats that we had that lost hair, so...
Mabel. So the only one we didn't get, or no, this is, yeah, Mabel, is Myrtle. All right. Myrtle, come here. Oh. You're hopping around. I got you. Oh, Ma, yes. Ma. See, it's not so bad. All right. So
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean's the only one left.
Yeah.
Whoop. Why must you do this? Okay, watch.
I knew she was coming. Which is why her children are like that too.
Oh. Okay. They're fine. They're fine if you're not doing something with them. They'll come right up to you, no problem. But they seem to know that
Every
something is
time.
happening.
Yeah. And Blackie, I had just enough.
All right, everybody. It all went well. See, no problem. You can touch your face. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no problem. All right, girls. Quiet, please. Quiet on the set.
My turn.
Yeah.
You can also treat your other animals, chickens, whatnot. There's just a different dosage for them. We use the DE seems to work really well with the chickens, and they bathe in it and whatnot. So the she's been mad at me lately because I've been.
See, if you move slowly and you're not showing you're going to do anything like hoof trimming or things of that nature, that's usually pretty good.
Turbo, you're such a big boy. You blocked the whole way.
Yes, you shall not pass.
And then there's little Willow.
Yeah. There, you can see the size difference. It's not too bad. You're just a big boy. Yeah. Somebody says, "Oh, when is she expecting?"
Is that offensive? We know you're a boy.
Yes. No, and he's fixed too, so there'll be none of that. None of that going on.
Your hay is coming, Sheldon.
Yeah, he's just waiting for some hay. So
Tiana, you want your hay?
Tiana came out and she's just grabbing some hay. And so Sheldon's just going to do his circles. Get all excited. Look at the size difference between them. Lexi and Sheldon. Wow. Okay, here we go. Hey. Excitement. Excitement. Excitement.
You want to go hay?
Excitement.
Sheldon, you want to go hay?
Oh,
Not that
yes.
you don't have enough.
He always gets excited for fresh hay.
Oh my.
There we go.
Sorry, Onyx.
What is it, Java? Am I standing in front of your hay
Yeah.
spot? Oh, some fresh stuff. Yes.
Not that I can put it out.
We don't want this like 15-minute old hay. We want the freshest that we can get.
I do understand because when you break a bale,
Well, the
the
smell.
smell
Yeah.
is like pure sugar.
Yeah.
Like it's. You know what? I could go vegetarian with hay.
With hay.
What is that?
Jasper. Look at Jasper.
He's just sitting.
It's like, yeah, no, this is how I eat.
You want a little bundle?
I just lie down.
I made a special bundle for you.
While the camera was off, Paula put her head up in the air to spit, and of course, Jasper was right there. He was ready to counterattack. So we just had to yell at him to kind of break the mental, to get him into a different mental
Her.
state, to get them.
Oh, I thought you were calling Paul a
Girl
boy.
and boy. Tara only listens to half of what I say too.
What? You should
Hey,
do something
Tara,
in your
break your mental state.
You got something in your hair. Why do you do that?
Yeah, pull it out. Because I can.
You don't want my tidbit?
No, she wants it straight from the trough. She doesn't want human hands touching it.
Oh, what else do I have to do?
So we've even got ducks in here.
Well, it's wet outside.
Yeah, it's to the point. We made a post. There was a couple of them right here. They must be kind of behind the herd here. We made a post yesterday because it was completely flooded, a whole area except for this one little spot, and there were two ducks.
Two ducks.
Two ducks just standing on that one little island. And
They're like trying to position themselves
Yeah.
between raindrops.
yeah, so even ducks can have too much water. It's hard to believe. But if they were Muscovies, which if they were Pekins, I don't know if Pekins.
Well,
can
these
have too
guys
much.
love it. But the Muscovies are more.
So when I went out to the front of the property, I did take the shovel and open it up. I did get it draining a little bit more. And that may have been some of the reason why it has gone down slightly, because that bridge, there's a board kind of right underneath the bridge there that we didn't see. It was kind of right up.
It shows us where we have to raise too, though, eh?
Yeah, and this swale it was planned.
Yeah.
So that it collected water this time of year and brought it in, but of course it's continuing out to Sheldon's area. So it's almost like we need to build a berm across here, but then we run the risk of it flooding into here. So whenever you're messing with water, you want to make sure. Now our ditch or the ditch out in front of the property is quite shallow. It's probably about the same height as the water that's here. So it can be tricky. You don't want to open it up too much, because if you get lots of water in it for some reason, you don't want it flowing back in. So it's kind of, we almost have to make a little dam. There we go. So we've got Daphne. And that's Toby.
Oh, David! Caught me off guard.
Daphne's the one that is really hyper. David's not so bad. And of course we've got our Westie, our male Westie, which is Toby. And Maggie is probably over on the couch. So then we have little Giz. Giz? Hi, how you doing, girl? So what we had noticed yesterday, she's doing much better, but she was very hunched. So whenever a goat gets weak and there's some concerns, they get cold, they get all hunched up, and she slept a good portion of the day yesterday. So when we brought her in, we checked her out, and we did find some fleas on her. Now again, she is a triplet. So she had, usually, like last year, Coco did really well with her triplets. So there's Giz there. So she's going to eat her bottle, but I think this one here is probably going to want to eat first, aren't you? They come out, they bounce around. You wait for Mommy to make the bottle. And there's Maggie over there. Hi, Maggie. Yeah, hi. How you doing, girl? And of course, Toby. So it is feeding time. If you missed a previous feeding time, you can always check out last week's video. I will put that up here for you. And until next video, have a wonderful week. Click on that subscribe button. It's free. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.